The truth is it's something I'm not proud of, but I failed classes in high school. I failed the tough ones. I failed biology. I failed algebra. And then I failed the classes you're not supposed to fail. I failed typing. It was my high school life, but I was able to graduate. And right after high school, we took a class trip to Paris, France. Yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing. I fell in love with the food, with the language, with the ladies. And I remember I heard French and I heard other languages, and that's when I had my epiphany moment. I said, I'm going to learn this language, and I'm going to learn other languages, and then I'm going to travel all over the world, helping kids who are going through the same challenges I'm going through. I said, Philippe, I'm going to come back one day, and I'm going to speak French. Mr. Garcia, it is impossible for somebody like you to learn Francais. Because David, you are from the United States. And I said, I want to do that. I want to transcend my current reality. And I want to do something great, be successful. I want to make an impact. But on the other hand, I was facing the reality that I was not a great student in school. I did not have grades. Now, I grew up in the old model. They taught us that if you pass in school with all A's and you're making the top grades, you're smart. And if you fail, you're not smart. Every single one of us is a genius, and every single one of us have a gift and unique potential that is unique and true only to you. And when I was growing up, I didn't know this. And then I had a mentor who helped me. And they said, David, do you know why you have had so much trouble in high school when you were growing up? And I said, no, but I think you're going to tell me. And he said, David, you are an autodidact. And he said, an autodidact, you have a self-taught learning style. You have a different learning way. Some of you, you are geniuses. Your strength is in science or math. Some of you love to read. Some of you love history and geography and maps. When you find your genius, you find success on your own terms. When I was growing up, I thought I was dumb. I couldn't pass a lot of these classes. But after I found my genius and I found my learning style, after living in Switzerland for 8 weeks, I was speaking French fluently. After being in Brazil for 4 weeks, I was speaking good enough to give lectures. And I remember when I went to Italy, they got mad at me at the school I went to. I said, I want to learn this language in 6 weeks. And they got upset. They said, but Davide, it is not possible. You Americans want to pay your money and learn a language and a culture in 6 weeks. It is not possible. And I said, wait a minute, but this is my strength. See, and when you find your strength, you find success on your own terms. I struggled thinking I wasn't smart when I was growing up. And then I found my genius. See, and one of the greatest things you can do for yourself is discover and find your true potential, your true self. When you find your genius, you become unstoppable. And students, some of you, you're going through some painful situations, or you've been through them. Let me tell you that on the other side of that pain is power. On the other side of that breakup, on the other side of feeling lonely is something wonderful, is a beautiful treasure. Don't ever get stuck. Don't ever give up just because you can't see it. Find your genius. The second thing to being inspired is find your story. Find your story. Students, life is not about what happens to you. It's about the story that you tell yourself of what happened. Now, let's say you fail a class in school like I did. There's 2 options. Option number 1, then let me work harder. Let me show up in the morning. Let me stay after school for tutorials. Let me do something. Or option number 2, to just quit. Life can be cruel to you, but there's one thing that life can never do to you. Life can never write your story. You and I are the ones that have that ability to write our story. See, number 1, find your genius. Number 2, find your story. The last thing, find your team. Students, I wish I could tell you that everything I've accomplished in my life I've been able to do alone. That's not true. The truth is that I've had a team around me. You and I need a team around us. See, maybe for other people, what you're doing is exceptional. Our normal is being positive. Our normal is helping others and being kind. This is our normal. What's extraordinary for others is normal for us, because we are on a totally different team. We're on the team of exceptional. We're on the team of extraordinary. And we're on the team of the people who are inspired and make a difference. Every single one of you is a genius.